Lot of bounce on both blue lines here, and we are about set to drop the puck here at center. There's been a lot of chatter over the last 24 hours on social media about this one, and it is time. We're underway. Here's a shot. Just enough to keep it out there.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Intercepted in the offensive end by Keller. Takes the feed and makes the save. They are really buzzing here in the offensive end. Oh, that's blocked. Gains the zone from the right side. Takes it to the net. Denied by Pamelka.
This is an impressive save right here, James. I mean, there's a ton of net front presence, and so a lot of traffic that he has to battle through to find the puck, and he does, and he makes a nice save.
Lots of time left in this period. Still scoreless in this one. Moves it quickly over to Kraus. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Seattle's got the puck. Passes on over to Tolvanen. He carries the puck up along the wing. Shot! Oh, he got huddled by Pamelka.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Still lots of time left here in this frame. We've still got zeros on the board. And sneaks in there on the tie-up and comes up with the puck. Right up Main Street and on the attack. McBain's got it along the boards. The Kraken have the puck in the defensive zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Shot! And that one's stopped.
Whether you're a player or goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that it has come in handy for him because he makes an incredible save just by instincts alone.
Knocks the puck away in the open ice. McBain's moving it ahead. Dumps it into the O-zone. Great heads-up play to poke it away in the offensive end. Denies that opportunity. Slides it back to the blue line. Takes the feed. Too much congestion. Blocks the shot. Here they are on the attack. Passing through. He scores! What a play!
With some really great puck movement and speed through the neutral zone to gain that possession on entry, James, and then it's all about drive and attack. They take advantage of the numerical advantage, and they bury it.
Seattle's finally lit the lamp for the first time in this one as we just passed the midway mark of the first.
And this is really important to open the game up. It's also important for the coach to utilize their bench. Everyone wants in the game. They want to contribute. You can see with that goal, everyone's standing up on edge, tapping their sticks. They know that they've got the life now. They know they've got the momentum. Now they got to do something with it.
Schmidt's lugging the puck. Sends the cross-ice pass. Seattle's got the puck in their own end. Up along the wing. Oh, wow! Makes a move in front! Oh, wow, what an incredible save!
I don't even know how he got to that. That's fierce athleticism to be able to get back to the net and make that save, James.
That was amazing! Dunn's taking it from his own end. There's the whistle. We've got an offside.
Well, the bench erupts with that one, and you know why, James? Because he is telling his team, listen, I've bent, but I have not broken, and neither have you, so let's get going here. Let's find a way to get back in this one and tie it up.
Getting into the later stages of this period. 1-0 to score. That's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the two centers were tied up. The Kraken have it in their own zone. They've got some momentum here. Cutting the slot. Oh, it's scores just before the period closes. Cheryl, absolutely huge.
The last few minutes of a period are essential, and they go to the dressing room with needed momentum. Well, this is an incredibly intelligent shot, James. It's recognized that there's net front presence in front of the goaltender, who's dropping to a butterfly to try and take away as much net as possible, and he finds his way through.
Seattle's on a mission tonight. Now up by 2 here, still in the first.
And they've really controlled the puck, and in fact, they've dominated throughout the first 20 minutes of the game, James. They've had their opponent chasing, and when they've chased, they've put the puck to the net. They've had great shooting opportunities, and they've taken them.
That's it for period number 1. Second period action coming up in moments here on EA Sports. Both teams back on the ice are lined up, and period number 2 is about ready to go. Here we go, middle frame now underway as the puck drops. All right, partner, we've got a pretty good sample size of what we've seen in this one tonight. Your assessment?
Seattle's had a great start. You really can't ask for more than that. The coaches will be real happy. They bought into the game plan, and they found ways to get pucks to net.
Shuts him down.
He reads this play perfectly, James. He gets tight to the shooter. There's no room to put it by him.
Here's a chance. Oh, great glove save by Mammoth. Puck picked up by Sergachev. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Slides the puck over to Everly. And now it's grabbed by Beniers. The Mammoth have the puck in their own zone. Oh, what a move! Makes the save! Utah's gained possession along the boards. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Coughs up possession of the puck. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? Moves it to McCann. Driving right to the front. Oh, a clutch save.
Melka's dialed in and anticipating the play so effectively, making a huge save from a dangerous spot.
And they're cooking now.
The opponent has no answer for them right now because they're relentless on the puck. They garnered some momentum after multiple back-to-back goals, James. They don't want to leave any breathing room and let their opponent get some life back. This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
Seattle's putting on an offensive clinic. Now up 3-0.
How often do you dominate possession? You can't find the back of the net. Well, different story tonight. They're executing on their chances.
Here's a short pass to Stevenson. Utah's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Here they come up along the wing. Shot! And makes the routine save. Seattle's got a hold of the puck. Look out, here they come on the attack. Takes a shot, and the lane's clogged up blocking that. Let's let go. Missed the net, tried to tuck it into the corner there.
You can see that he was looking in and around the post, James, and sometimes when you're trying to put it in, that's exactly what happens. He just misses, but a miss is a miss.
That's blocked. And the broken stick changes directions of the puck. Evans has it in the defensive end. Drives to the crease. Scores! And that's 4 in a row, and they are rolling tonight.
Well, the whole bench is rolling. Why? Because they're all getting goals and apples. Add the to the shooter here, James, for finding the hole, and that hole is no glove side. I think that the goaltender, he wants this one back.
Utah's going to make a change in goal.
Hopefully this can get the wheels in motion for something positive. It's just been a disastrous game, and they're going to get him out of there and put some relief in.
The Kraken have now extended the lead yet again, and when you look at things going at all ends of the ice, this has been dominant, and we're still only in the second.
Well, it's a one-sided performance. There's no question about that, and they'll want to ride that right through to the intermission, one that I wouldn't want if I was in this position. You can bet that the coaches will continue to press and try and elevate their group, because you know that the third period, they need much of the same.
Stones him in front. And now he tries to get it across to Hayden. They've got the defense outnumbered. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. Puck grabbed by Schwartz. Kakos gaining momentum. Here we go, one-man rush. Skates to the crease. He scores! What a goal!
This could be a real difficult spot for a goaltender to come into, James. If the team is not playing well in front of you, the starter's been chased out of the crease, and then you get peppered right away. Real tough.
The Kraken have been absolute savages on the puck tonight here, Cheryl. I mean, look at the score here. We're still in the second.
Yeah, they've got the healthy lead, and their opponent has no answer. Anything that they throw at them, they just come back with a counter punch. I mean, they've been unbelievable and dominant tonight.
Can't get a hold of that pass. Passes the puck over to Melanson. And there's the horn, bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. You know you weren't going to miss this third period. Sabalski, Pounder ready to bring in the action. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. All right, partner, what's your take on what you've seen here tonight?
Seattle's been terrific through 40 minutes of play, but you know the coach is going to be preaching that full 60 minutes to be consistent and see it right through. So they have to be defensively responsible, but when they can be on the puck, be hard on it.
The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. Slides it diagonally to Beniers. Oh, and he tries it perfectly in the offensive end. DePort's got the puck. He's going to hang on for a whistle and slow things down.
Well, he's been shelled, hasn't he, James? He's weathered every storm that's been thrown at him, and now he elects to pounce on this puck. It's a nice, safe play. He anticipates well, and he holds on for the whistle.
And with the two tied up off the face-off, a great read to grab possession of the puck. Moves inside! Puck scooped up by Schmaltz. And he sidesteps the check there. The Kraken have the puck in the open ice. And sends it just out of reach. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. Seattle's put on a smothering offensive performance. They lead at 5-0. Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Taken by Beniers. Takes it into the slot and makes the save. Slides the puck ahead into neutral zone. Picked up along the boards by Dunn. Gaining momentum up along the side. Fires it on net. Stopped by the goaltender. Grabbed along the boards by Eberle. Scores! The captain delivers! Kraken have continued this onslaught here in period number 3.
They've steamrolled their opponent from start to finish, and they've been consistent right through this third period, James. If they can continue this push, they're going to ride this one home.
And he takes the feed. Along the right side into the offensive zone. Drives to the paint. It scores! We'll talk about a friendly ping right there.
Yeah, it's all about the bounces, isn't it, James? And you got to get the right one, and that one is in his favor. Often goaltenders today, they drop into the butterfly as a default position to make themselves as big as possible. Idea being you want to take away as much of the net as you can. There's a lot of bodies in front, so a smart shot. He can't find it, and it finds its way to the back of the net.
Seattle's been running away with this one since the beginning of the game, and no signs of slowing down in the third.
It's been a productive night, and this is one of those games that gives everyone confidence, and this is important for your lineup as everyone gets it, as they feel like they're contributing.
Oh, he got all of that. What a save by McCorn. Stevenson's got the puck in his own zone.
Seattle's done a great job in front of their goaltender, making sure they clear rebounds, and Matt the Tender sees absolutely everything that comes their way. Now they're protecting the shutout. Of course, that's a goaltender stat, but everyone should get the reward of that big fat zero.
All alone. Oh, and that just looked like indecisiveness there, Cheryl.
Yeah, and a lack of confidence as well, James. When you're in all alone, you have to know exactly what you want to do, and you have to play with authority.
Seattle's got possession at center. Quick pass to Montour. Utah's got possession of the puck. Keller's stick handling in his own zone. And he dodges the poke check there. Oh, he had the answer on that one.
The Cards been able to watch the game for most of the night from the other end because of the offensive production in the offensive zone, James, but there's a real good job there. Timing is everything. Staying focused, tracking the puck, and making a good save at the right time.
Puck picked up by DeSimone. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Fires it into the offensive zone. Utah's got it from behind the net. Shakes himself free. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle. He's got a step. Backhander. Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the Tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Seattle's all but got this thing wrapped up here late in the third. They have capitalized on many scoring chances tonight. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Keeps it out, got a piece of it with the trapper. Big time stop there. And as the final seconds tick away, listen to this place recognize a hard-earned victory. And a great save.
Reaction time is so critical for goaltenders because the way the players shoot in this game today, man, it is so tough to stop. So this one, instincts. One goes up, makes the save.
And we are all over with this one tonight. Cheryl, there's an old saying, confidence is key. They were strutting tonight out there on the ice.
Yeah, they had a little swagger, didn't they? And you look at them and the way they were skating, and their first 5 strides, whether it was on the offense or the defensive side of the puck, it was there. And that tells me that they're playing urgent.
Well, that'll bring an end to an exciting night of hockey. And for all of us here at EA Sports, including Danny, Matt, Natalia, all in the truck, I'm James. She's Cheryl.